Hello guys, welcome back to the next tutorial. So in this one we're going to take a look at how do we find elements using a tag name, and finally I'm just going to discuss one very kind of basic interview question. It's been asked in a lot of places. So let's just get started and quickly bring up the website, the demo store that we're using. So as I'm always focusing on, always try to find elements by making a unique combination. So what can happen is, as I showed you in the class example as well, the class name, when we were using the leaf class, it might find elements but it might fail, right? Because there were so many elements, so it was not able to click any of them. So sometimes what happens is, it can find so many elements, and what it does is it just clicks the first element. So if we find element maybe with the class name or with the tag and something, so it just finds all these elements and then just clicks on the first one, and sometimes it's just failed. So always remember this, always try to make a unique combination. So when I'm talking about finding elements with the tag name, what does it mean? So let's bring up the Firebug and let's click any element, maybe this one or that one or something, right? So these are the tags in HTML. Div is a tag, UL is a tag, A is a tag, right? It's an anchor tag, it's the unordered list, and it's the div. So all these are the tags, right? So what we can do is we can find elements with the tag name. So if I specify that I want an element which has a tag div, or which has a tag ul, or which has a tag li, or maybe which has a tag a, so it can just find that element and can perform action on that. But you know that, right? It's a big web page and it's highly unlikely that one tag is used only one time. One tag is used multiple times. Like div, you can see it's multiple times. Ul, it's there. Li, it's there. A, it's multiple times. A is everywhere, right? Any link is A. So it's very highly unlikely that one tag is only used once in a web page. So when we try to find that element with a tag name, it may find multiple elements and we don't know which one it's gonna act on, right? So this is the least favorite of mine, that I want to find the element, one single element with the tag name, because I don't have control on that. So, and that's why I just wanted to show you guys. So just be cautious when you work with that. This is just one kind of element, just one kind of way to find the elements. That's why I wanted to show you, but you will it's highly unlikely that you're going to be using it. So let's see. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find an element using the tag name A, and even I don't know which one it's going to click on, maybe this or that, whichever it finds first, or maybe it can fail. So let's see on the header area if there is any A. So desktop, so this looks like, right, so this looks like there is something. So it has an A, right, it has A there, so which is again the same link, and there might be A's above on the top as well, right? There might be any links on the top. So this looks like this has an A. So it goes to x-card.com. So when I'm gonna find with the tag name A, it's just gonna go to the first one. So let's just try this out and let's see what happens. So this is again the blueprint for us, and I'm just going to the demo store and doing nothing right now, right? So let's do that. Driver dot find element by dot. So we have already seen everything. Class name, CSS has a complete different section. ID, link text, name, partial link text, tag name is the current one, and expand. So let's do by tag name, and in the tag name let's provide a and a small a, and then dot click. So usually A's are the anchor, so we know it's gonna be some link, so we can just click it, right? So let's run this application and see what happens. So run as Java application. It's just gonna open the browser. I'm just gonna click some random A that I don't even know. So it's loaded. Fine, still loading, yeah. And yeah, that's what it did, right? xcard.com. So it just navigated to a different page, right? It clicked some link, and I just saw it very finely that it clicked this link, xcard.com. So looks like it's the first A tag in this web page. So if I click this, it just goes there, right? xcard.com. So that's the one that it found when it tried to find the A's, the anchor tag, and it just clicked that. So as you see guys, that this is unpredictable. We don't know, either we have to go through the complete page source and know each and every element, so it's not that widely used. So yeah, but we wanted to cover that, so we did that, just practice a little bit and go with it. So what I want to talk about the interview question is that it's a very common question that wherever you go they will ask you what are the different ways in Selenium WebDriver to find elements. So you should be able to answer all of these, right, with ID, right, name, class name, right, and XPath, and link text, right, partial link text, right, and then tag name, and then CSS selector, right. So these are all the different ways in Selenium WebDriver by which we can find the elements on a web page, and you should be able to answer these. You should be able to tell the differences between them. Usually we prefer ID, that's the fastest way, right, because it doesn't have to look around. And then other than that, pretty much all are same. The after ID, some kind of basic ones that we can rely on is the XPath and the CSS. They are the most widely used. And so that's pretty much it, guys. So I would just say practice a little bit as much as you can and come back with the questions if you have any. Stay tuned for the next lectures. Thanks for learning this one, guys.